Welcome. My name is Martin Kuppinger. I'm Principal Analyst at KuppingerCole. In this part of my series of video webcasts around reasons for identity management projects stalling and how to avoid them, I'll talk about the need for having a big picture in place, a well-maintained one, a blueprint for your overall identity and access management. What I observe far too frequently is that companies start with an isolated problem. So they say, oh, we need to improve our lifecycle management. We need to have privilege management here. We need to do something around our access management, around our multi-factor authentication. But they don't have a broader perspective on what do they overall need in identity and access management and how to gradually move from where they are to where they should be. We at KuppingerCole have defined such a big picture as a foundation. We call it Identity Fabric, and if you go to our website, you will find a lot of material about that. Basically, the Identity Fabric is something which says, okay, what is the job of identity management? It's about giving everyone controlled access to what he or she needs. It's about connecting the users, their identities, which also can be not only humans, it could be things, it could be services, to all the services regardless where they run, to provide control about that access. And this is basically the job of identity and access management, which requires a set of capabilities provided by certain services. And what you really should do as a first exercise is build that broader, bigger picture, define which services you need and capabilities you need in which priority, what you have, map it, and then move gradually forward by implementing it step by step. There's a lot behind the Identity Fabric I don't want to explain right now. As I've said, there are tons of materials around the topic available at the KuppingerCole website. The essential thing is you need to have this big picture in mind. You need to have a starting point where you say, these are the things I'd like to do in identity management. These are my priorities. And you need to maintain this. You should revisit every maybe 12 to 18 months. Look at it and say, okay, is it still current? What has changed? Which new requirements came in? If there's something more urgent coming in, you can always look at it and say, okay, how does this fit into my picture? Can I already serve it in some way? Do I need something additional? Do I need to replace certain elements? But this gives you the foundation for all the planning you do in the detailed projects. It also gives you the foundation for shaping your IAM program. And you always should think about IAM as a program, not a singular project. And specifically not as a single technical project in a small area of identity management. Think about it as a bigger initiative, and that requires a bigger picture of identity management. Start your program with building it, or if you already have one and you don't have the big picture, don't miss to create it, to revisit your overall program structure, and to maybe even reprioritize. Thank you for listening to me.